Alright, this was a bit of an interesting one. Let's talk about it. So Liar Liar here is one of those odd little high school series in that it revolves all around games. So something similar to Kakaguri or Class of the Elite, where the main character has to beat the odds, so to speak, and come out ahead. Our main character here is Hiroto Shinohara, a brand new transfer student to the school who, upon his very first day, somehow ends up being a 7-star student, which puts him at the very top of all of the students on this one little island. So how did Hiroto end up becoming a 7-star student? Well, that's due to a random series of events and a whole bunch of misunderstandings with Sarasa, the queen of the island. And by queen, I mean that she was actually the top student at the time. One thing I will say is that the game mechanics and the way the system works in this series, it's a little bit complicated, and I'm still not 100% sure how it goes, but I'm assuming in the light novel version it's a little bit easier to understand. Now, the game that Sarasa challenged Hiroto to was a game where he had to remain stone-faced and not make any reactions, and she just happened to get flustered at the wrong time, which resulted in her basically forfeiting. Little did Hiroto know, that one victory of his that he had absolutely nothing to do with resulted in him becoming the most targeted person on the island because now everyone wants to come after him to try to claim the throne as the best. And because of that random series of events that Hiroto just got dragged into, he's got to now do his best to not lose and give up a secret because his world could literally come crashing down around him. So aside from the story here, the art is actually pretty interesting in that it seems like a bit of a moe blob kind of art style, with a heavy focus on thighs for some reason. So when it comes to a series and its fan service, I've never really seen one that focused so heavily on like stockings and thighs and garter belts as much as this one did, which is a little bit interesting to be honest. So Liar Liar isn't the greatest series in the world, but it's also not bad either. It's just a little bit weird, but also quite interesting. And as always, a big shout out to Ian Press for sending me this review copy here.